Hi guys, this is Tom from Tom Builds Stuff, and if your kitchen looks a mess like this one, with the kitchen cabinet doors not staying closed, stick around and watch the rest of this video and I'll show you how to fix them. Just a quick little favor to ask first. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm almost halfway there. If you're into these kinds of home improvement videos, please subscribe. I don't post a lot, so don't worry about having to see me every day. I mostly like to write, so check out the blog. This apartment has older kitchen cabinets and the doors won't stay closed. It's a rental, the current tenant might not stay here too much longer, and once she's gone, the landlord is most likely going to rip everything out and put in a new kitchen. So we need a fix that isn't going to cost a lot of money. There are a few different ways to fix hinges that won't stay closed. The first and easiest is to adjust the hinge if the hinge can be adjusted. These hinges can't, so that's not an option. The springs have just completely worn through. Another way is to get either mechanical or magnetic kitchen catches that will hold the door closed once you close it. This is an easy method, and each catch only costs about $1 from Home Depot, and they're usually in stock, so you could just go pick them up and install them with a screwdriver. It doesn't take much effort. The next option is to replace the hinges with new hinges. This is the option I went with because the hinge has a little bit of a self-close action to it. And if you don't close the door all the way, the magnetic catch might not catch it. But if you don't close all the door all the way with a hinge, the hinge will close it the rest of the way. So if I just installed magnetic hinges, I didn't feel confident that the doors would stay closed. The tricky part is finding the right hinges. The ones currently installed aren't manufactured anymore. I found used ones and remanufactured ones, but they cost over $10 each. With about 24 hinges to replace, that wasn't really an affordable option. So I kept looking, and I found hinges that would work that only cost about $1.50 each on eBay. The first thing we need to do is find out what type of hinge we'll need. These are face frame cabinets, and we'll need hinges specifically for them. They have a wooden frame on the front of the cabinet. The other style is European cabinets or frameless that don't have a wooden frame on the front. The hinge cup hole is a standard 35mm, so we don't have to worry about that. The only other thing we need is the overlay length. The overlay is the amount the edge of the door extends past the cabinet opening. If you have frameless cabinets, you don't need to be concerned about overlay. But with face frame cabinets, the door overlay is important when replacing hinges, so I'll show you how to measure that. Open up the cabinet door and take a piece of printer paper. Line it up to the edge of the face frame and tape it in place, or just hold it in place, but taping it or clamping it would be best. Then close the door. Next, take something thin like a mechanical pencil or something else that'll let you get close to the edge of the door and draw a line right underneath the edge of the door. Now we have a line indicating the length between the edge of the frame and the edge of the door, so we just need to measure that, and that's our overlay length. In this case, the overlay was 1 inch and 7/16. I'm going to need these little plastic anchors and screws to hold the hinges to the door. If you're lucky, the mounting holes on your new hinges will line up with the old ones. If not, and your doors are particle board or MDF, you'll need these plastic anchors and screws. Check the description for a link on where to buy them. The first step is to remove the doors. There's a screw in each hinge that holds it to the frame. This is easier to do with 2 people, so try to get somebody to help you. With the doors down, we can start to remove the hinges. There are 2 screws that hold the hinge to the door that need to be unscrewed. Next, we need to remove the hinge. Some of these were harder to pry out than others. I used the screwdriver and the pliers, and I noticed that it helped if the hinge was closed. Just take your time and be careful, although I did damage some of the doors and it wound up not being a huge problem. Using the speed square on the edge of the door allows me to line up the hinge properly. The center punch makes a small divot in the door, so the drill bit doesn't wander. Now I can drill both holes for the plastic dowels. If you have a solid wood door, you won't need these, but these doors are particle board, which doesn't hold screws well. Since there will be a lot of stress on the screws from the hinges, it's important to have a good joint. Vacuum up the sawdust before continuing. We actually wound up doing a deep cleaning on the doors while they were down too. Now we can insert the anchors and tap them in gently with a hammer. Using the speed square again helps keep everything lined up while we drive the 2 screws into the anchors to secure the hinges to the door. One screw in the bottom hinge, 1 screw in the top hinge, and the door is back on the cabinet. And it closes and stays closed now. The kitchen looks a lot better with all the hinges done. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up button. If you want to try and build your own kitchen cabinets, I have a couple great articles on my site on how to build frameless cabinets you should check out. Also, if you don't mind, please subscribe.